I now have the pleasure of introducing an inspirational leader for me personally, as well as for many of us individually in the audience, and certainly for our community at large, Rabbi Joy, the Executive Director of the JCC in Manhattan.
This really is my favorite evening of the year. Actually, Monday when your children show up, that is the best. We live in a world filled with metrics, a world that deeply believes that if we can articulate what we want the outcome to be, we are much better positioned to get there. We measure everything, quantifying much of our experience in order to evaluate our efforts and see whether they've been successful. As the executive director here at the JCC, I spend considerable amounts of time on this. Because we ask lots of folks, including many of you in this room, to help support our work, we like to show you that your dollars work. Here's an easy one. Every Saturday morning for the last 14 years, young people from the inner city come to the JCC under the auspices of the Children's Aid Society to learn how to swim. And in the last 13 years, thousands of children who otherwise would not have learned to swim are now in a position to live that most important of Jewish values. They're in a position to save their own lives or someone else's. It's a great metric. But how to measure the extraordinary work your children do every day here? In an environment that, as you heard, is child-centered, where we are focused on helping your children express themselves, in learning from them about who they are and reflecting that back to them, how do we assess that work? If we were about quantitative skills, and sometimes we are, we see the progress in language and math and social skills. And one of the most amazing things about children is that they grow before our eyes. I have 5 of them. I can tell you it happens. They get taller and more verbal. They read and they write. They learn self-discipline. I mean, I'm still waiting for that in one of mine, but I'm told it will happen. He's 38. And they learn empathy. And we can watch all of that in real time. And it is an extraordinary privilege to be on that journey with them. Your children animate this building. They bring smiles to the people in the elevator, some of whom are struggling with loss or looking for connections. They bring energy, sometimes quite a lot of energy, that energizes us in return. They bring curiosity, they bring love, and for us at the JCC, they bring hope because their questions are new, their vision is fresh, and they believe in us, all of us, every one of us in this building, to take care of them and to support them on their journey, and it's a sacred trust, and we embrace it. Why? Because they make our world more interesting, more empathetic, more fun, and actually better. How do I know? What's my metric? Last year, a student in our school was walking down the street and noticed some trash, which he immediately picked up. His horrified mother scolded him for picking up garbage on the street. You can hardly blame her, but her son was having none of it. "Mommy," he protested, "I'm repairing the world." Indeed he is. It's quite a high standard to hold ourselves to, but it is the one we have here at the JCC, and I feel blessed every day to be sharing that with all of you. As Noah said, the heart of our school is our extraordinary staff, and it's my honor every year to offer them a blessing as they begin their work. Some of them have heard this blessing. I don't know, Joyce, where are you? How many years? Maybe you could do this blessing. 13 years. May I ask the teachers to please stand? Because you can't get enough of blessings. For our children and teachers and their students, and the students of their students. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say Amen. And for those who study Torah here and everywhere, we ask for peace. May you be blessed with all you need, and let us say Amen. Be seated. Thank you.